Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Sarah Jane. I'm 22 years old and this channel is basically to tell you guys a little bit about my husband and I's journey through fertility and through trying to conceive. So as I said, I'm 22, my husband's 24, nearly 25. And I'm studying to be a nurse and my husband's studying to be a music teacher. We're recently married. We got married in November 2015, so about 7 months ago. And we live in our little granny flat in South Sydney, and that's pretty much us. So basically I thought I'd just make this video to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about our journey so far. So I was diagnosed with endometriosis when I was 19. And for those of you that don't know, endometriosis is an autoimmune disease that affects a woman's fertility and especially the quality of her eggs, and it sort of creates a lot of scar tissue around the organs in the pelvic area. So endometriosis is a progressive disease, and the longer that you have it and the longer that it remains not controlled, it progresses and affects your fertility as time goes on. So that's why a lot of you are like, oh my gosh, you're 22 and you're trying to have a baby. That's sort of why we've decided to start trying to conceive at this point in our lives. So as I said, I was diagnosed at 19 with endometriosis. I had a feeling that I had fertility issues earlier. My mum has endometriosis as well, so she told me a lot about it in my younger teen years. And when I got my period when I was about 12, the period pain was unbearable. I was beside myself and nothing could fix it. No Panadol, no heat packs, nothing. That's when I went back to my doctor and they sort of agreed that it looked like I had endometriosis, especially because being an autoimmune disease, that makes it quite genetic and it runs in families. And with my mum having it, it was pretty likely that that's what I had as well. So the only way to officially diagnose endometriosis is through a laparoscopy. So that's a surgery where they go through and do keyhole incisions and have a look in your pelvic cavity. My latest surgery was in March this year, 2016, and it was pretty successful. I had a new doctor named Professor Michael Cooper. He is amazing. He specializes in endometriosis and does a little bit of fertility stuff on the side. He was pretty happy with how the surgery went. He diagnosed me about a stage 2 to almost a stage 3, and the highest staging is like stage 4. So after the surgery, we had a appointment with him and he pretty much confirmed that the samples he'd sent to the lab were endometriosis, and talked about what he thought we wanted to do next. He has spoken to us in the past about how quickly endometriosis progresses, and basically that women's bodies are designed to have babies young. That back in the Stone Ages, when women were like 12 and got their periods, they had babies then because that's what their body was programmed to do. So me being 22, in the scheme of things, I was actually progressing in my age to have not had any children just yet. He basically said that once you get to 25, things start to take a little dip, which amazed me. That 25, like, women are having babies when they're in their 40s now, and a lot of those women don't really struggle with fertility. But as he said, endometriosis adds another complex factor to it. So basically he said to us that our best option was to try and get pregnant now. Our appointment with him was in March and it is now June. Since then we've had 3 cycles of trying to conceive. Obviously we've had no luck so far, but fingers crossed. The first 3 cycles were pretty uneventful. I figured that I'd had the surgery, so I was just going to be a fertile myrtle. Like, of course. There was nothing stopping me. Everything was cleared out. I was young. I was ready. It was just going to happen like that. The first cycle, pregnant. Well, obviously that cycle came and went and I was pretty upset, more upset than I thought I was going to be. But obviously things take time and getting pregnant is a crazy miracle. And so we've just kind of kept going along the process. We've had 3 cycles, as I said, and after the 3rd one, I went back to my GP just to discuss sort of where we were up to. So my GP does a lot of work with fertility and IVF and stuff like that. So I was pretty sure that she was going to say, you're fine, just keep doing what you're doing and give it a few more months. But she actually encouraged us to sort of start looking into seeing a specialist. We've booked in to see that specialist. That's in August. So we've got a couple of months left of trying. So right now I'm in the middle of my 4th cycle. Not really much to report. I was doing ovulation tests last month, but I didn't really have much luck, so I've sort of left them for the time being. I've started doing basal body temping and stuff. I'm not very good at it because I always sleep through my alarm, but I'm going to persevere. And yeah, that's pretty much my story up until now. I'm really hoping to keep going with this channel and do some different videos on different things. Let me know in the comments if there's anything specific that you want to know about. I definitely want to do a more detailed one on endometriosis, just to spread a bit of awareness and maybe help some girls that are a little bit suspicious that maybe they have endometriosis, and just give them a bit of a heads up on what to expect and what it's all about. I also really want to drag my husband in here and do a couple with him, fingers crossed. But thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button and I'll definitely have some more videos for you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.